Leo. It's your girl, Javy. Hi, Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and or Rising for Virgo season 2020. Now, I'm sorry that you guys are last, but you ain't never least, so know that. And that could be a thing that's coming up. You may feel maybe a humbling situation going on. An exercise in great patience that you're learning. Now, I definitely got the messages to get outside of your environment to change your physical environment. Like, I don't know if you guys need to go on a day trip or a road trip or a weekend trip or, go visit some old friends or something, but there's definitely, it's just something as big as going on a trip or as little as getting more active, walking around the block, getting outside in the sun while the sun is still shining so bright. It's really important that you get more physical. And I don't mean sexual, I mean physical, physically active. And I don't even think it's going to the gym. I think you can you need to be getting physical in nature. First card out is the Hermit. There's some alone time that's needed, some isolation that's taking place. Really, it's anti-materialism, really getting away from the aesthetic of it all, the appearance of it all. That deep investment in your look. Getting to a place where you reconnect back with your light. Now, as far as your astrology, the sun is quincunx Chiron on August 31st. And this is a day where your shadow can lovingly get revealed, but you really need to be easy on yourself. That's really important. Stop beating yourself up. And it's okay if you want to isolate. It's okay if you want to be alone. You need to establish those boundaries of being alone. There's also maybe somebody with heavy Virgo placements that is around and influencing you and is important, with them being the first card out. But it isn't a Virgo. There's definitely this need to isolate. To refine. That's the big word of Virgo season this year. Refinement. And the alone time that I'm suggesting is not you sitting and binging Netflix or even binging YouTube videos. There needs to be some it's productive. It has to be really okay. There's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. There's opportunities for outbursts, but give me a break. The Virgo card is out because there may be a lot going on. There may be a lot of people around, and you are trying to generate some harmony for yourself. There's wisdom within yourself that you need to access. This is going on a spiritual journey, spiritual awakening. And that's something that could, this is Virgo season, the Virgo card being the first card out, and it being a major arcana. This is heavy Virgo energy. And I feel like a lot of you have people around you that you may be distracting yourself with, or you may be distracted from the fact that there's a lot of inner work. There may be new relationships or something around that you may be giving priority to, or new crushes or things of that nature that you may be giving priority to, and it's like it feels like a false start. It may feel like a start, like it's something in progress, but it's just like nothing really is moving forward until you get you right. And that requires for you some big time focus, deep meditation, leaning into your spirituality, deepening your connection with spirit, deepening your, or furthering your reach for divine alignment. I knew that was like a dance move. But no more distractions. And there are things to turn your back on. You may need to turn your back on this heavy Virgo placement, or whoever makes you feel like you need to be alone, or like you want to be away from them. You're already starting to do the work. You know what you want to do. It's just like, do it. There are people that you need to turn your back on, and there are connections that you need to turn your back on by way of focusing on what you actually want to create, what you want to actually experience. Some of you, this Virgo person has like been hypercritical, or there's someone being hypercritical. Maybe you are being hypercritical of yourself, but it's just like, chill out on the drinking, chill out on the drugs, turn your back on what you already know you need to turn away from, and get to a point where your focus is you reconnecting with spirit, merging your passion with routine is what I hear. Every day, like getting methodical, getting ritualistic, giving yourself, reigniting your fire and your passion by way of getting grounded and grounding your goals in like practical actions. Like if you're wanting to build and once you do that, bam, fulfillment, happiness, an end of an emotional cycle. Those of you who are in committed relationships, I feel like you have been spending a lot of time alone, or there is a desire to spend a lot of time alone, and you need to effectively communicate that so that the other party doesn't feel like you've turned your back on them. Whew. Ten of Cups, the Star, the Chariot, whoo, the Fool, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Going inward, productive and meaningful and spiritual alone time. Creating a routine for yourself that you've already, and also creating a routine for yourself, getting more disciplined, creating discipline for yourself, creating structure for yourself, enforcing your boundaries, sticking to your guns. Some of you may like know that you need just alone time and you keep going back to something or whatever, and there's just like, no, stick to your guns. Put your foot down, put your passion in the earth. There are things that you're working on. There are ships that you have put to sail that are coming in. If only, like you've put something in motion. That's something that's coming up for you guys too. It's like getting in motion, being in motion. And once you prioritize that, then the fulfillment comes. Then the wishes come. Big wishes, big divine guidance. Being in motion, learning how to actually productively use your shadow for your benefit. And then bam, a new start. And you get the ability to juggle, to multitask, to have the life that you want, to play the way that you want to. But after the new beginning, there are emotional, we'll look at that. There are, some emotional roller coasters towards the end of Virgo season for you Leos, But the wave, you learn how to ride it, and you learn how to get off the roller coaster and invest in yourself. And the invest in yourself in the divine spirituality and connection and new love that you want to invest yourself on, and leaving situations that you know no longer serve you. This is a big reading. This is a big season. 4 major arcana out, so this will be a season for the books. Very memorable, but there's a certain level of surrender that you gotta give into, and that surrender for you guys really needs to look like leaning into your faith, the words that you speak, what you tell this construct, what you tell this holographic universe, the way that you talk to yourself, pouring back into yourself as you equally pour into the earth, as you equally pour into the practicality, the 3D things, work, your friends, business, finding that emotional balance between taking care of you and establishing your boundaries. And whatever darkness that you are dealing with, you have victory, you triumph over by getting your ass in motion. There are certain situations that you need to leave, that you know that you need to leave and you need to be done with. Especially if it's like I'm benefiting from this, but I'm not really in it thing. What do you want to invest in? Back to the astrology. On the 1st, there's a full moon in Pisces, which drains, is going to make everybody feel crazy or hyper intuitive. Leaning into, I'd say, do some heavy meditations on the full moon for you guys. And then on the 2nd of September, the sun trines Uranus. And so definitely happy accidents, things going in your favor, surprises, expect the unexpected. This is Uranus, the star. So that is September 9 to September 2nd. That the sun trines Uranus, and Uranus is right there. So expect the unexpected, some victories, good things. Expect good to take place. And on the 9th, the sun trines Jupiter, which is even better. That is harmonious, good opportunities coming to you, good news coming to you, expansion. And then on the 9th, Mars goes retrograde. So check your anger, check your temper, check your willingness to pop off or check people. Make sure you check yourself. Jeez. Make sure you check yourself before you start checking anybody else. This is an amazing reading. And you get all of the benefits by going inward now. Doing the work now. The shadow work. Having the hard conversations that you don't want to have. Trusting. Leaning into the divine. It's all within you. Let's get into it. All right, Leo, let's get into it. Start Virgo season off by investing in yourself. Investing in alone time. Like, when was your last me time session? The season may start off feeling a little lonely, feeling a little overwhelmed, doing some isolation, or possibly, becoming a hermit. But it's important that you listen to your body and listen to your instincts and your gut, because you're being led somewhere specific. You're being led to your triumph and your new beginning. So don't mind the people who are giving you shit for not hanging out or not helping or not showing up constantly. It's really important that you invest and show up for yourself. And this also speaks to time management. How are you spending your time? Are there any old habits that need to, be examined? It's really important that you guys start to pave your own path, and that you resist any kind of like conformity, because you are in need of introspection, and it's important that you take your time and go inward, because the answers are within you. Even though, and that's why you're experiencing this solitude. Please clarify the Hermit. And that's why the solitude is coming up, because there's a metamorphosis in progress. Please clarify the Hermit. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, season 2020. So it's just like, you know, the Hermit's like, leave behind the old bullshit. Leave the bullshit behind. There is a journey. There is a spiritual journey inward, and some of you, there's a physical journey. Go inward because you feel stuck, and you are being shown a new perspective by this. You are being given new awareness, new enlightenment by this uncomfortable situation. Also, some of you, there may be somebody with heavy Pisces placements that I feel like you may feel stuck with. Maybe someone with Sagittarius placements too, that you're just feeling just about. And this is also this full moon in Pisces that happens on the 1st. So it's just like, understand on that day, the 1st and the 2nd, I'd say like really chill, go inward, go within, go to the divine, go to God, talk to God, go, talk to spirit, do whatever, you know, the God of your understanding, conjugate that, the, you know, the rituals of your understanding, like do the things your way. Because there's something that you're not looking at and refusing to see. There are emotions that are being dammed up that need to be examined. There's a lot of blue here. This is the subconscious. There are habits in here that you're not looking at. I think some of you are absolutely dealing with escapism. Too much drinking, too many drugs, too many distractions by people, and you're trying to maybe talk yourself, oh, I'm okay, I got this, I only drink when, I only do this when, I'm okay, I'm in control. Chill. Get in motion. Turn your back on those things and those people and on those triggers. And you can turn your back and start a new life by creating routine, getting ritualistic. Please clarify the 10 of Cups. And do the work now, because there are big opportunities. This is huge. There are big opportunities for emotional fulfillment, for happiness, for wish fulfillment, for success and triumph in business, to see new areas of the world. Some of you, there's like something shady going on with love, or like maybe you suspect someone, or there's a conflict, or there are just people that you need to cut off. There's definitely maybe a water sign around, someone with heavy water sign placements that, or like you are falsely giving your love to people, or just like being shady with like what you use your love or good looks or your sensuality for. And it's going to come back to bite you. That's not everybody. That's for someone specific. But it's just like, that shit will come back to bite you. What you do in the dark will come to light. So don't fuck yourself, karma-wise, by lying or being false or giving emotion when you don't really feel it, or just trying to like get something out of a situation. Because you have the ability to create the abundance yourself. Please clarify the star. What does the star energy manifest for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Virgo season 2020? And those of you, if you're in situations where it's like a back and forth thing or whatever, like, cut the shit off. Cut the people out that you know need to be cut out. And if you're doing any kind of shady dabblings, like, or inauthentic love offers, or you're playing people, or trying to, like, sell people a dream in some kind of way, all right, fuck around and find out. You're being divinely guided out of, like, this loop of non-belief or disbelief in self. Please clarify the Chariot. Some of you have really, really low self-esteem, and you're really trying to put on a really happy face or a happy Instagram, a happy Facebook. Yeah. And that's what I mean by what you do in the dark comes to life. There is triumph over secrets. There's triumph over trauma. But you have to access the divine for that. You don't have all the tools. You don't have all the answers. And this full moon in Pisces definitely will be revealing a lot to you. Divine downloads, heightened intuition, heightened dreams. And there's peace, yes. It gets better, I'm telling you. By going inward, meditating, getting quiet, creating mental stability, physical structure. Please clarify the Fool. And you have triumphs over whatever secrets that you're having, or whatever illusions that are coming out. Whatever lack or scarcity you are clinging to. There also may be someone with heavy Capricorn placements that has put in a lot of work, and it's been really heated and fast paced, but that, like, if there, I don't know, like, that may teeter. That may diminish in some way. You may have had, big dreams with someone with heavy Capricorn or Cancer, Pisces placements, and it starts to become work when it was, like, fun and fast before. Because you need to go inward and choose you. And bam, once you do that, you turn your weaknesses to strength. You make order of the chaos, because there's a lot of fucking chaos right now. There's a lot of opportunity and missed opportunity, but you have the ability to, this is Sun in Leo, you have the ability to get back on your throne, get your crown back on. Getting out of the past, letting those old versions of you die, letting any kind of emotional manipulation that you're feeling or that you're participating in will get called the fuck out and take you down some notches. Especially if there's, like, secrets in regards to, like, love or women or, like, open relationships or polyamory. It's like the shit gets revealed. There may be some heavy conversations with a fire sign or someone with heavy water placements, and that's what I'm saying. There's just, like, a fights in regards to the home or weird opportunities in regards to the home, but you have the ability to take advantage of this abundance and to receive and to create a new beginning for yourself by going inward this Earth season, this Virgo season, by going inward, bam, and creating some harmony, balance, moderation. Stop fucking drinking. I don't know who that's for, but stop. The party, it's, like, out of control. And you have to decide before shit legally gets fucked up. Don't play with yourself. And don't play with the divine. Don't play with your money. Focus on your self-worth. Stop prioritizing romantic love because the divine is at work and there are new cycles in your love, in your life that are just waiting for you to show up and grab them. I love you. You got this. Yeah.